This video finds you well. Happy Friday. Today it's gonna be vintage football Friday from Twitter. Now I've actually had these cards for a while, and I didn't even really buy them off of my Twitter uh, Friday thread. So if you're on Twitter and you're interested in some vintage football cards, I'm Beans B Card Blog on there about 5 o'clock Central every Friday. I post a vintage football buy sell trade thread. Put your want list if you want. Definitely check it out if it's something you're interested in. But these cards, these were a couple different purchases from Lennon, who is on Twitter, and you can see his Twitter handle there. And he works part time at this card shop. I think he just does it for fun because he likes vintage cards. So he had some stuff for sale. The first lot I bought would have been these right here. These are some 1948 Leaf football cards. He had a good price on them. It was a good price per card. It's just one of those sets that I like, so I passively pick them up when I can. So let's check out what I got. These are going to be low grade. I'm a low grade guy. I'm not paying a ton of money for these, but would like to actually put a set together if I could. Mal Kootner of the Chicago Cardinals, played at Texas. Yeah, even a low grade set is still to me an accomplishment. Something that over time I want to work on. Ken Kavanaugh of the Chicago Bears. Ranks with foremost pass receivers of all time. Member of 3 Bears championship teams, 1940, 41, 46. Was an All-American at LSU. As of this point, named a three-time All-Pro, 13 touchdown passes in 1947 to rank 4th in scoring with 78 points. And I think that's touchdown catches, not passes. But anyway, the 1948 Bowman there for you. These cards were beautiful then. Today's stuff, in my opinion, just leaves a lot to be desired. I get it if you like the shiny stuff, but Frank Dankowitz. Whoa! Camera down. All right. Anyway, Boley was his nickname. Oh, let's get rid of that little thing there. There we go. Quarterback for the Boston Yanks out of Notre Dame. Billy Duell. I definitely think I have a lot of these. I picked them up off ComC. He played for the Chicago Cardinals out of Southern Methodist over in Dallas. That one I'm pretty sure I had. This one I'm pretty sure I have. Hurricane Henry Zolborski played at Purdue. Actually, is just Purdue there, not even listed as an NFL with an NFL team. DeWitt Coulter, who I believe spent time over in Fort Worth on the other side of me from Dallas. I believe he was, I might be speaking out of turn, but I believe he lived in I don't know what it was actually called at the time, but it was an orphanage with, and he was there at the same time as Hardy Brown, who later played for the 49ers, but it looks like he went to West Point. And he did play in the NFL for a couple of seasons. There he is, Giants there. And then there's a book, and I can't remember what it's called. It's like 7 Mighty Orphans or 8 Mighty Orphans, and it revolves around that orphanage in Fort Worth. And like I said, I do believe he is a key cog of that team. Jim White of the New York Giants from Notre Dame, and another Jim White. I'm assuming still with the Giants and still from Notre Dame. All right, so that was one purchase. This was the second purchase. The reason I actually was showing the back first is for these ones because they don't have names on the front. These are 1950 Bowman football cards. So we've got Howie Livingston of the Redskins. Beautiful cards. Just absolutely gorgeous cards. C. Tonemaker of the Green Bay Packers. Earl Murray of the Baltimore Colts. I don't like that I wish they had put the college on these. Verrill Lillywhite, So this was another lot I picked up from him at a different time a few weeks later. Like this one, I know I already have a PSA from, if you watch my latest ComC video, I showed that off in there. But again, you're just buying lots, and I'm basically looking at a price per card. Dick Kinsley of the New York Giants. So it is what it is, and doubles will happen. It's just the way that I go about it. I know some people, Frank Kilroy of the Philadelphia Eagles. I know some people wouldn't want to do that. They just don't want to have the doubles. But like I said, you're trying to buy in lots and trying to buy at a little bit of a discounted price. My theory is it'll happen. Marlon Harder of the Chicago Cardinals. Frank Trapucka. Come on, focus. I know you want to focus. I know you want to do that. Come on. All right, screw you. Anyway, there you go. There's the front. Robert Reinhard. All of a sudden, we're not focusing on the back. What's going on here? All right. We care more about the pictures, the front card fronts anyway. Paul Salata of the San Francisco 49ers. A nice looking pose there. Pose, image, whatever you want to call it. And I mentioned him earlier from the, Fort Worth, Seven Mighty Orphans thing. Oh, the residence, Fort Worth, Texas. So I do believe I'm correct. DeWitt Coulter of the New York Giants. Love cards love vintage cards because you get centers in their snap pose. And I absolutely love that. And there's a lot of them in this set. Big thing I really like because I played center when I was a football player. Clyde Scott of the Philadelphia Eagles. Beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. Gail Bruce of the 49ers. I think I'm to the point with these. Hugh Taylor of the Washington Redskins. This is the last 1950 Bowman. I think I'm to a point where I need to start going ahead and getting these things together, organized, and start working on a checklist. So the last thing is not a football, but it is actually, it came along with these Bowman cards. I picked it up first, and then I said, hey, I'm looking for some other stuff. I got this much to spend. What can you get for me? And that's where he filled in with the Bowmans. But I picked up this. Apparently, it's based on the top loader. It's an M116 George Gibson of the Pittsburgh Nationals. So would that be the Pittsburgh Pirates? I'm not sure. Definitely my first sporting life. Just picked this up because I haven't talked to him in a while, but a hobby friend over on Net54 is a big George Gibson fan, collector. Also wrote a book that I showed way back. I gotta get back into that book. I'm just not good about reading books. Obviously was in a scrapbook or some sort, but just for the connection of the hobby friendship in that book, I decided to grab this, and I don't think that's what I paid for it. I think I paid less, but that's what I got for today. So it was a vintage football Friday with just a one baseball in there. Like I said, if you're on Twitter and you don't already follow me, Beans B Card blog, give me a follow. But if you got any vintage football you want to sell, trade, if you want to buy, post want lists, whatever, come over. It'll be posted tonight, probably somewhere between 4:50, because that's when I have an alarm set for. Usually between 4:50 and 5 o'clock p.m. Central on my thread or on my Twitter handle. But that's what I got for today. Hope you all have a great weekend. While you're out there, don't be a dickhole. Be kind to animals. Adopt, don't shop. And get your pets spayed or neutered. I'll see you down the road.